Coming to you live here at the TD Clubhouse at the Rogers Center to catch Game 3 of the 2025 World Series watch party. It's live from last week, episode 253. Let's go! Woo! Welcoming my fellow JayWalkers to another episode of Live From Last Week. Hope last week has served you well. Just a quick shameless plug before we go on. Want you guys to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. So guys, throwing back to last night, spending some time at David Pico Square in downtown Toronto with all of these fellow Blue Jays fans here, watching the critical Game 7 game of the American League Championship Series versus the Mariners, and going back to this scene from yesterday. So, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go back to watching the aforementioned game. Well guys, watching with my heart rate elevated, down 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th. This guy who I reported that the Jays had acquired several years back. Today we got some pretty exciting news. My Blue Jays just added George Springer, free agent. My boy George Springer came up to the plate. And guys, up 4-3 after that 3-run home run to take the lead. In the top of the 9th inning, the Blue Jays' ticket to the World Series was punched. And after watching these scenes on the big screen of the 2025 American League Champions, and Vladdy Jr. here tearing up with tears of joy, and seeing a couple of inspirational stories and some memes on social media, I met up with the wife downtown after her 16-hour shift. Woo! We're going to the World Series! Went and grabbed some late night McDonald's to celebrate. And was still so excited, sleeping late and getting in about 7 hours of sleep last night. Then setting up my alarm to wake up and try to buy World Series tickets this morning. Lining up in virtual lines with wait times of up to an hour just for the chance to buy tickets. Unfortunately, once I got in, the prices of the original tickets were already sold out, with the lucky ticket resellers pricing me out with the cheapest ticket going for the low price of only $2,600. And after seeing longer lineups for the other games in the World Series, I decided to spend my time more wisely and cook up this delicious breakfast for me and the wife. Anyways, moving on to this afternoon where I did my Fuel Series giant upper body workout of the day. Yet another very challenging workout that I barely got through. And prior to going in for my first of 2 night shifts in the span of the next 3 nights, we'll just do a quick birthday shout out to one of my FCAR friends from back in the day who I've seen grow immensely talent-wise since his freshman year. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Patrick. Happy birthday, Patrick. I'm hoping that everybody that has their birthdays today are doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time, and had a great celebration for your birthdays this year. So starting off today, we got a quick belated birthday greeting to one of my nephews out there who has made several Live From Last Week video cameos and who was last seen trying to drive off in my Mini. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Luca. Happy belated birthday, Luca. We next got a birthday greeting to one of my PACU coworkers out there who I miss seeing and getting in-person report from at the hospital. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Debbie. Happy birthday, Debbie. And last but not least, we got a birthday shout out to one of my longtime friends out there who was part of the wife's bridal party and who was instrumental in the story of how I met my wife. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Paul. Happy birthday, Santos. I'm hoping that everybody that has their birthdays today are doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time, and had a great celebration for your birthdays this year. So coming off a busy but steady night shift earlier this morning, I got home to try to post-shift pass out with my phone in my hand, waiting for the World Series General Admission District drop text that was to be received at any time today for a chance to buy general admission tickets for the World Series games in Toronto. So after getting about an hour and a half of quality post-shift sleep in, woken up by this district drop text, I hurried to click on this link to get in line for a virtual lineup to buy some World Series Game 1 tickets, to only find out after 15 minutes when I got to the front of the line that all of the tickets to this game were already sold out. So, looking at the resale market ticket prices that were the cheapest, I was thinking I might as well just reinvest that money into getting a Skydome hotel room for that game for that price. Anyways, instead of drowning myself in my sorrows for not being able to secure World Series tickets, I went on to do my Fuel Series glutes and hamstring circuits workout of the day before I caught this beautiful sunset to the west of the condo this evening, and going to pick up an order on the Too Good To Go app right here at the nearby Tagpuan restaurant for takeout, prior to driving downtown to pick up the wife after her day shift, then going back home to watch on TV the 2025 Toronto Raptors season opener versus the Atlanta Hawks, and reveal at the dinner table these delicious Too Good To Go orders for the wife and I to finally enjoy for dinner. So on a quick, short segment today, we'll just do a birthday greeting to one of my childhood classmates who I remember was quite a talent on the piano when we were younger. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Leah. Happy birthday, Leah. I'm hoping that everybody that has their birthdays today are doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time, and had a great celebration for your birthdays this year. So guys, after a decent almost 8 hours of sleep last night, getting up to pretty much edit Live From Last Week episode 252 all day for tomorrow morning's Friday release, I'm just getting ready to go downtown for my second shift in the span of 3 nights. Being pretty excited for the event that is set to happen tomorrow evening on Friday. So coming off last night's busy night shift this morning, where I was both happy and excited to be off. During my break, I was also happy to introduce to you guys, just like I've done in the past, another silly idea for my Halloween costume this year. Impersonating this red can of V8. Anyways, post-shift, getting back to the condo and staying up past 10 a.m. in order to secure tickets to a Game 3 World Series watch party on Monday. Then try to take unrecorded post-night shift naps that lasted for less than an hour. Waking up every so often to check my phone for last-minute tickets to Game 1 of the World Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and my Toronto Blue Jays. With the youngster Trey Savage and his miraculous rise to the big leagues getting the start for the Blue Jays tonight. But after getting up to do my Fuel Series dumbbell cardio full body workout of the day, a workout that you guys can see here that I definitely struggled with my lack of post-shift sleep, I put on my lucky Blue Jays socks, got on my Blue Jays World Series Game 1 outfit of the day, drove through all this Toronto traffic on the DVP to get to downtown, and throwing back to this scene a couple years back, surprised the coworker Marva with this overdue gift at work.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh my god,
Then after getting my coworkers' reactions to being so hyped up for tonight's game, making a stop to pick up the wife after her day shift, the wife and I went out to get some takeout pizza from Domino's, chilled at the condo with this feast in front of me, and had all this food while watching the exciting Game 1 of the World Series, with just me and the wife from the comfort of our condo this evening. After a fun night catching the exciting action of Game 1, where there were several great moments, and the Blue Jays taking a 1-0 lead in their best of 7 series, still feeling pumped up, I was only able to get about 4.5 hours of sleep to see off the wife to her day shift early in the morning, before proceeding to edit my Live From Last Week videos in the dark before the sunrise, all the way up to earlier this evening. But next up, taking the transit to see all these TTC buses cheering on the Blue Jays, wearing this, my Blue Jays outfit of the day, coming here to downtown Toronto on a Saturday night, to the St. Louis Bar and Grill at the Atrium on Bay, randomly running into this guy. Ooh, not my Ray! And catching at this bar with my heart being tachycardic, as well as a surprise musical performance by these guys, the Jonas Brothers, to watch in much anticipation Game 2 of the 2025 World Series. So after a tough night for the Blue Jays, where the Dodgers pitcher Yoshinobu Yamamoto was pitching lights out in a complete game, with the Blue Jays pitcher Kevin Gausman also pitching well too, but unfortunately allowing a couple of late game home runs here. We had the Blue Jays fall 5-1 to have the World Series tied at 1 game apiece. And guys, while I was watching the game, I thought I was tripping when I saw Colonel Sanders of KFC fame behind home plate, with a Canadian sports icon that I last saw in person and met a couple weeks back. That being the one, the only Georges St. Pierre, sitting right behind him, just like this. But anyways, coming back home and catching on some lost rest by sleeping about 7.5 hours last night, I woke up with a notification from my Tito who tagged me in a video from the Game 7 ALCS watch party that happened on Monday, asking me why I was in American actor Bob Picardo's video. While on the other hand, I was like, hey Tito, why is American actor Bob Picardo in my video? Now moving on to today, when I was a little bit more awake. Later in the morning, I did my Fuel Series Mega Bodyweight High Intensity Interval Workout of the day. Although without weights was still pretty intense, with me doing even more burpees, as well as some breakdancing moves. Then headed over to the St. Teresa Shrine of the Little Flower Catholic Parish for Sunday afternoon Mass. And going over to the cemetery on a chilly autumn day to do my tradition of my monthly visit to my Lola V. Hey Lola, it's JJ coming to do my monthly visit to you for the month of October. Just want to let you know that Halloween's just around the corner and that the Blue Jays, your favorite baseball team, are in the World Series. But yeah, Lola, we just want to let you know that we're praying for you and thinking about you every day. We miss you and we love you. Bye for now, Lola. Then afterwards, I headed back to the condo to play a couple of scratch and win lottery cards with the wife here. Unfortunately, picking a couple of scratch and win cards that had no luck in winning. But in solace this evening, catching this beautiful sunset to the west of the condo, I'm just gonna wrap up today's segment by doing a quick birthday shout out to one of my former coworkers who you guys know I've partied with in the past and have taken on mini carpools several years back. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Bea. Happy birthday, Bea. I'm hoping that everybody that has their birthdays today are doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time, and had a great celebration for your birthdays this year. So starting off today, we got a quick birthday shout out to one of my Beach 501 friends who you guys know I went snowboarding with in the past. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Rose. Happy birthday, Rose. We next got a birthday shout out to one of my childhood friends who I went to Holy Trinity with and who I last saw during our times at Neo Wysick. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Ashley. Happy birthday, Ash. And last but not least, we got a birthday greeting to one of my other childhood friends who I used to do dance classes with and learn some breakdancing with. This birthday shout out goes out to you, Andrew. Happy birthday, Drew. I'm hoping that everybody that has their birthdays today are doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time, and had a great celebration for your birthdays this year. So, waking up this morning early after getting less than 6 hours of sleep, I got up to make the wife some delicious breakfast for when she got home from her night shift. Before going down to the condo gym and doing my Fuel Series dumbbell leg day circuits workout of the day, then continuing on to do one of my 2025 New Year's goals that I've done every month so far, going to the condo gym and doing my monthly swim for the month of October. Next up, after getting this notification of this pretty sick deal, I headed to the nearby Scarborough Town Center to meet up with a buddy that I haven't seen in a little while. Reuniting with my buddy Ronnie here and handing him over some Blue Jays gear. Seeing these long lineups at the Chipotle. Buying a couple of buy one, get one free burrito bowls that you guys can see here. And come home to enjoy this delicious meal with the wife at the condo. Next up, after dropping off the wife downtown for her night shift, I was just walking the streets of Toronto, just taking in all the festivities and happenings that are going on with the Blue Jays. Heading down to the Rogers Center to meet up with one of my co-workers. Yet another big Blue Jays fan, Allison, to catch the Toronto Blue Jays' 2025 World Series Game 3 watch party. And so, with that guys, we'll just wrap up this week's Live From Last Week episode right here. So, if you guys have enjoyed what you've been watching, feel free to follow JayWalkerPOV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notifications bell to be notified when new videos from JayWalkerPOV come out. And once again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and healthy out there, and we'll see you next time on Live From Last Week.